We now have, what we're going to do now, we're going to have a very short video multimedia presentation by John Lapolla and Lauren Spearman, and then we're going to have dinner. So I do note you have shrimp in front of you. Please go ahead. John and Lauren, where are you? Okay, take it away.
Tommy gave away one of our pipelines. So before we get started with the presentation, Lauren and I were remarking this afternoon about an observation that we've noticed in this symposium, and one of the things that we've noticed is that there seem to be two things that everyone who's either been influenced or mentored by Dan, that everyone seems to have in common, and that is an obsession with sex and or genitalia, and that all of the speakers seem to have trouble keeping in that 20-minute time frame. So I'm not sure what exactly that means, but just an observation.
Should have added that in. Okay. So over the years, we at the Academy, and Jay and I, have found ourselves saying, depending on the life situation, hey man, we're going to do this Otte style. And the list of things that can be done Otte style has grown over the years, but here's a quick summary of what it means to do something Otte style, and perhaps you know what we mean. Yeah.
All right. So you know you are napping Otte style. In the perhaps after a meager lunch, you find a tree with a large trunk and sufficient shade, and you lean back and catch a snooze. And if you have a trusty hat on, please tip it forward.
You know you are collecting Otte style when you're able to cross the length of an entire continent in only days, and you have a truck full of drying specimens and thousands of photos to boot.
You know you're doing taxonomy Otte style when you pick a massive fauna others would not or could not attempt. You illustrate it beautifully enough to hang in a museum, and the draft stack's at least a foot high. What a show-off. And here I am, impressed by his work.
Oh, and here's Greg demonstrating the Otte style photography technique. His fingers aren't dirty enough. Okay, I have to be careful with this one. You know you're avoiding the bull Otte style when you tiptoe from your office into your back room when you hear an administrator coming your way. After all, administrators have not figured out that fine footwear can be heard from a distance. Especially when the ears listening are those of a world-renowned cricket expert. And here we have John Galhouse demonstrating a portion of the technique at the Academy.
Okay, you know you are packing luggage Otte style when you find your bag to be half the volume of any other expedition participant's bags. How does he do that anyway? However, on the return trip, packing Otte style means stuffing valuable specimens between dirty socks. And actually, a corollary to this slide here is we met Dan and Laurel in Minneapolis unexpectedly in between coming here, and Dan was remarking, asking if we had a bunch of big duffel bags.
He wanted to know where our big duffel bags were. He's showing off yet again. Oh yeah. You know you're cooking Otte style when a campfire is sizzling with various meats, sausages, and perhaps a few exotic or endangered beasts. And very important, veggies are optional. Garlic is forbidden.
Yeah, you know you are enjoying coffee Otte style when 1/3 to half the volume of coffee is granulated sugar.
The spoon stands out. Okay, you know you are hiking Otte style when you in fact need no hiking boots. Regardless of the terrain, oh yes, old leather shoes mended with duct tape are just fine. You need no rest, you need no water. You know, is he a camel or what? How does he do that? And you also can leave any 30-year-olds in your dust. Here we're representing the use of duct tape.
Okay, you know you are sleeping Audi style. Here we have Don Zuma reenacting this. You were able to have a restful sleep and snore all through the night in your tent that is only 5 feet from a road in which trucks are ripping back and forth continuously, thanks to the locals doing some good old coon hunting.
When you find yourself racing either an antelope or ostrich with your truck off-road sometimes, whilst tracking the beast's speed with your odometer. Man, those springbucks are fast. Oh yeah, and you can also do this on foot now, Jay and I have discovered.
You know you are poaching Audi style when you see a flock, and this was referred to earlier today, you see a flock of guinea fowl crossing the road ahead, and you abruptly stop the truck. In a matter of seconds, you are at the back of the truck assembling an antique rifle. You swing around to the side of the trunk, kneel, and at the crest of the road's rise, you nail a fowl dead on without hesitation or error. Dinner times, folks. Whereas this is an example of grocery shopping.
This is Nate Rice, the manager of ornithology.
Demonstrating that.
They took great pleasure in doing this, by the way, Dan. A little scary. Oh, yeah. You know you're a pack rat Audi style when, well, let's see. Yeah, you risk life and limb. Climbing across or through rusty fences into neglected yards and lonely properties to poach antique car hood ornaments and license plates from long-forgotten vehicles, to pry antique ceramic fixtures from telephone poles, or gather up skulls and horns of departed beasts. And here Jason Weintraub has started to do it with equipment at the Academy. Very bad influence.
You know you're traveling Audi style when you let serendipity take you to unexpected places that reveal new species or a great new story about the people, the local train station, or the local cuisine.
He's a tree hugger. This is Dan and his sister Sol.
That's nice.
And finally, you know you're decompressing in Audi style when you find a beer in your hand, you are sitting at a roaring fire or a beautiful scenic overlook, and you are surrounded by folks telling grand stories of faraway places, and you're sharing plenty of laughs.
Thanks so much, Dan.
Thank you.
There's a few of us that can comment about Audi style. Now, those of you who went to South Africa and you actually shot a guinea fowl, you're lucky. That time we were out in the Kalahari looking for birds to shoot, you shot a single mourning dove. Imagine that, a single mourning dove. We actually barbecued it. He ate half the breast, and I ate the other half of breast. I mean, little bitty thing. Anyway, enjoy your dinner, please. After dinner, we're going to have Dick Alexander. Well, we're going to have the family say a few words about Dr. Dan. Lieutenant Dan, as we call him, right, Tommy? Yeah. Lieutenant Dan. Hey, but hang on, Tommy. Your dress is fine. You really look great this evening, but there was a night in Zimbabwe where Tommy had his yellow shirt on, his favorite collecting shirt. You really looked good that night too, Tommy, but you left your shirt outside. And as you know, the hyenas came through our camp that night, and your shirt was history. Enjoy your meal. We will have some speeches in a little while, but please enjoy the meal. Thank you.